edition of the Eastside Dave Show. It's the Eastside Dave Show End of Times Series Volume 25. That's right. Now, without further ado, let's throw over my main man over there, Miss Eastside David McDonald, baby.
Thank you so much. Rousing applause for the Dave Man tonight. Real quick, wonderful introduction from Rob,
right, David.
The newly hired producer of Compound Media. A spectacular introduction. And for that, Drew, I would like you to diminish Robert's size at least 15% on screen. Way too large. After such a successful, finally, HD intro, I just don't want Robert's head to swell. I'm seeing some warning signs already, Roy.
Yeah.
Roy, would you like a conversation I had with Robert as he bombards me with some Robert insanity exactly 6 minutes before we were supposed to go on the air?
Yeah.
Every year, they have a Comedians of Compound comedy special. And it's, Pat Dixon and Gino Bisconti and Aaron Berg and the like. And
all the greats.
Every year, Robert asks to get on the show. Now, I say to him, I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a comedian. I'm simply the greatest entertainer of all time. I'm not going to box myself and just call myself a comedian. I'm like the greatest broadcaster and the greatest entertainer ever. Okay, you would agree with that assessment, right, Roy?
Absolutely, David. Please.
Robert, would you agree with that assessment?
1,000%.
Then why, Robert, do you try this feeble reverse psychology? Roy, this is what he texts me. This is what he texts me. Ready, Roy?
Yeah.
Dave, man, can you get me on the Comedians of Compound show? It feels like they're smacking you in the face. Your show is on the network. I'm a comedian on your show, but you don't get represented. Hashtag disrespect. Now, Roy, first of all, hashtags don't work on texts. I tried explaining this.
I can tell you right now that Robert probably wants to be even smaller.
And I try in vain all the time to tell Robert and Big A, who also has this problem, in texts or Facebook DMs, hashtags are irrelevant. They mean nothing. You don't need to do that. You do it on Twitter. But anyway, he consistently
I don't even think they mean anything in real life either.
he consistently is on this theme that's disrespectful to the Dave Man. That Robert is not booked on the Comedians of Compound show. I go, Robert, you're it's like you fucking with Palpatine, like a Sith Master over here. This is such a weak ass. It's not disrespectful to me. It's disrespectful to you, you little maggot. Even though you're now appearing apparently on To Be Determined every goddamn episode, and you're on every single episode of the Pat Dixon show, and every single episode of the Chrissy Mayer, and I saw you on Anthony Cumia 3 times this week. 3 times Robert was on the Anthony Cumia show. I also saw Robert on Talib Starks, and I saw Robert on somebody else. Now Robert's everywhere. He can't get himself booked on one of these shows, Roy.
To be fair, I'm a producer of 3 of those shows. That's like...
But you're sitting next to them every day for 2 hours. You don't have the idea to go, hey, Pat, can I get 5 minutes on this show?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dave. That doesn't sound like me. I wouldn't send those texts. I don't know. I let my phone charge while I went outside and smoked, so maybe Luby texted you. That doesn't seem like me at all. I'm not sure.
Roy, he hates this because now that he's Robert, the official newly acquired employee of Compound Media, now, his head's swelling. Now it's, I ain't no shitty, like a Bobo type character. With all due respect to Bobo, I ain't half retarded. Some guy that the Dave Man's just going to kick around. I demand to be on this show. But all I'm saying is, Robert, go to Pat. Pat Dixon, we have a great relationship with Senator Pat Dixon. We're his constituents. He's our constituent. Go to Pat Dixon and say, hey, give me 5 minutes. Don't go to Dave. I got nothing to do with this.
I can do that, but you were just talking about how you are the greatest entertainer. Nobody disputed it. We all agreed. Don't you think if the greatest entertainer went, that would carry some more weight than anybody else who by default is not the greatest entertainer?
I see your point. It's a reasonable one. Here's the thing. I keep Roy and I protected. I keep us special. Roy and I are beautiful unicorns in the broadcasting universe. And quite frankly, we don't want the rest of the East Side Dave Show scum infiltrating our bodies and getting... So we handle ourselves differently than the rest of you weasels. We don't appear on every pod. We don't go on this show. Now, I do understand. You have a good excuse. You're a producer. You're not like some of these other riffraffs. I understand that. But I'm saying,
interestingly enough, David, interestingly enough, the only show that has turned him down for an appearance so far has been the Larry Behar show. And Larry never turns down anybody.
Wow. Is that true, Roy?
Oh, yeah. Totally true.
Woo!
It's coming from Roy Harder.
That's amazing. By the way, Larry Behu, is that how we pronounce Larry's last name? I love Larry, but I've always gotten fucked up with his last name. Is it Behu?
It's Behar.
It's
Behar.
Larry Behar.
It's Bea.
Larry Behar is even on that show. And the last time I checked, he's not a Compound Media guy. So, Robert, my point is, it's not the Dave man. It's you who should feel disrespected. They're disrespecting the Rob. I do like your mustache.
Thank you. I mean, I never felt disrespected. I didn't send that text, so we're all good here. No hard feelings.
Luby is pulling remember when Garrett, well, you might have been a little young for this. Back in the early Eastside Dave Show days, Garrett or somebody, maybe it was even it was Rat or somebody, had White Jared's Facebook open and was doing things, and Jared left the show because of it.
I have a better sense of humor than Jared.
Wait, Garrett, hold on. What was Garrett going to say? I got it. Whenever Garrett.
That was Keith. He left it open on, but Jared left it open on Keith's computer.
I know, and Keith didn't say anything bad. That was the bizarre thing.
Yeah. Just that he did it for some reason.
He actually didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Like, Jared just got mad. So it was crazy. By the way, he's not here. He's having a massive mental breakdown where he's saying he's not sure if he ever can do the show again. And this is true.
Is it really true? I believe it, actually.
He lives 15 minutes from my house. Yeah. He didn't have to deal with any of the... Robert, if you ever thought me and you, with our carpool scenario that we had going on for 5 or 6 weeks before I put a stop to that because you were driving me too nuts with this move. Here's Robert's driving. Hey, Dave, how's it going today? What are we going to do on the show today? Huh, Dave? Dave.
I never know, buddy.
You never keep your eyes on the road. Your eyes were never on the road. It was like I was talking to Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I was expecting your eyes to go fucking haywire. Anyway, Jared and I had a carpool scenario that was way worse. I was arguably abusive to that young man, but to me it was about motivation. But and then today, the easiest job of all time, he says, Dave, I can't come in tonight. I go, why not? I'm having a nervous breakdown. I'm not sure if I can go out anymore. Into society. Society.
Wow. Is he okay?
Yeah, I've no idea.
Jeez. He can't even go to his kung fu classes?
Roy, it's jujitsu. He hates it when you call him kung fu. He thinks people like you are mocking him when you say things like that. Jujitsu is a fine Asian art, and it's
it sure is. It's like origami.
Robert, you were also saying something that I found disturbing happened before the program, and I don't want to address it necessarily because I have a lot of things to do this evening. We have 2 Shizer List entries, and we also have a huge announcement for next Tuesday's show, the 29th. In fact, would you like me to do that now, Roy? Because I'm sure that you're just gonna love this.
Oh, I'm excited to hear it, Dave.
Oh! Hey, just skip this part, Jimmy. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Shit.
Hey! Look at this. What is he doing?
Going follow the eye.
Roy, it's like Footloose. Yeah. Footloose! Or Flashdance! Or one of those.
Flashdance, that's it.
Flashdance. Was it Flashdance or... Okay, Jimmy, go to the table. I can't look at this. The ass, Roy. His ass is shrinking during the lockdown. Everything is growing.
Yeah. He's got 2 asses. That guy.
Look at that chest hair again. I mean, excuse me, not chest hair. That's for normal men. Look at the stomach hair and tell me that doesn't look like the pyramids on Mars. Look at this. Look at that stomach hair. No, stomach, Drew. Stomach, not chest. That stomach hair is beyond disgusting. It looks like he's got like a fucking afro where it should be clean and kind. Way too much.
Dave, I always see 2 eyes and a mouth when he kind of flexes a little bit, and it's a little character I've made in my head.
It's kind of like a bearded guy. It's like some sort of 80s wrestler.
Get out! It's like in He-Man, the character inside the stomach.
All right, Jimmy, sit for fuck's sake. This is ridiculous. Jimmy, I'm very disturbed. Because as much as I love to throw Robert under the bus, he finally delivered an intro in HD, which we used on today's episode. Right. Thank you, Robert.
He's great.
Robert's great.
But, Robert's great. Let's see if you have that opinion after you hear what I have to tell you. Robert comes in after his bitch fest about not being booked for the Comedians of Compound comedy show.
I think we covered that was Luby, Dave.
He then turns his sights on none other than Jimmy the Whore Blackman, who Robert says, motherfucker, here I am doing comedy shows, making it happen in the comedy world. Everyone is getting the name Robert Tamburo. And what low-down dirtbag of a motherfucker tried to give me comedy advice before the show? Jimmy Blackman was trying to give Robert comedy tips. Is this true, Jim?
Yes, it is.
Why were you giving Robert comedy tips?
It wasn't comedy tips per se. What it was is that Robert was.
I feel like it's over the bury me.
You get the light, and when you get the light, you get off the stage. And if you start going past the light, comedy clubs get very upset, and you can be shut off from those comedy clubs if you don't.
What does this mean, Jimmy? Don't talk like Yoda, okay? He belongs behind my wall, not coming out of your lips. What is the light?
What happens is when a comedian does stage time, he's given what's called the light. That means he has a minute to get off the stage. Robert went over that minute. I mean, that's what he told me he did, and I was worried about him because he's working an upward climb that I am not jealous of, but I'm just worried that people are going to say, all right.
You shouldn't be jealous, Jimmy. You're like 3 weeks away from dying. You're like 80 years old. You have no prospects. Robert has stuff in front of him. You have nothing but a casket to look forward to. 6 feet under, eternal sleep for a long, long time. Robert? Who knows? If the cards break right, comedy, this and that. Here's Robert, the head writer of Saturday Night Live. Jimmy, nothing. Broke, destitute, sucking dick in the Port Authority bus station.
But you're a snappy dresser, buddy. I'm just trying to lighten the mood a little bit, David.
Jimmy, don't cry. Don't cry. But you see how ridiculous it is? It would be like Robert trying to give you Broadway tips. Robert's not going to tell you how to sing a song from Oklahoma. You don't tell Robert how to fucking do a goddamn stand-up set. You understand?
Didn't say it wasn't a stand-up set. It was
not what it sounded like to me, you piece of shit. It's what it sounded like to me. Jimmy! You know what? -5. -5, Jim.
Only 5?
Jim.
Only 5?
Not
9,000? Used to take 9,000 points.
Roy.
Yes, sir, David.
Before I get to the Shizer lists, you told me something extremely exciting. You're going to perform a magic trick for us tonight.
Not just a magic trick. I'm going to invite our entire audience to partake in this magic trick. So while we're chit-chatting here, I want everyone to get a deck of cards together.
Ooh.
Keep them handy for when it's time to do the magic trick.
Okay, let's see. I got my deck of cards, Roy. I got mine.
Oh yeah, look at that. No, not Uno cards, David. I mean legitimate cards. Oh, those
These
are
are
cards.
legit. These are legit
okay,
playing
good.
cards.
All right, good. All right. Wait, you want to do it right now, David?
Yeah, I want you to do it now. What else am I setting up for? Let's go.
All right, David. All right. I didn't know you wanted to lead off so quickly with such a high
I just
energy
gave you 15 minutes of Eastside Dave show talk. I always wanted you to go now. Let's go. It's a big highlight of the show.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Now listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to count out 9 random cards. No jokers. The trick kind of works better if you take out any kings and queens if you're just dealing with number cards. Any suite, could be diamonds.
Take out kings and queens.
Just give me take out 9 number cards. Various, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just no jokers. And you could use kings and queens, but it works better if you, the magic works better if you don't.
Okay, I took out 9 numbered cards. That's what you wanted? Okay.
Yeah, now shuffle them good, David, because I don't want anyone thinking that we've rehearsed this prior. Shuffle those, just those 9 cards, David. You look like you got a lot more than 9.
You want me to hold the 9 numbered cards?
Yeah, take those 9 cards and shuffle them up good, buddy. That's what I want.
You wanted me to get rid of the 9 numbered cards. Okay, here's the 9 numbered
We're
cards. I'm
only going
shuffling.
to use 9 cards for this trick. All right,
Gotcha.
now you got 9 cards. Now I want you to fan them out. Now fan them out nice and wide. Now, the third card from the top of the deck, I want you to pay a particular attention to that card. The third one from the top of the deck. You understand me, David? Third card from the top. Take a look at that card. Now I'm going to turn around.
Well, third from the top would be okay. Third to the right. Okay, I got it.
Okay, yeah, third to the right, basically. Now here's what I want you to do. I'm going to turn my back so that I cannot see this, but I want you to show our audience that particular card, okay?
All right, you got it, buddy. Oh, my God. Don't say a word, Jim. Jimmy, keep your fucking mouth shut. After the way you disrespected Robert today, I want to...
What are you talking about? I was trying to help him.
Garrett and Drew, please figure a way to...
I'm not full of shit.
Garrett,
You're just an anxious...
comedy
you got
advice
more
from your
power
cousin.
than
let
me
the
now.
host of the show fucking talk. Garrett and Drew.
I'm turning around now, David.
Please figure a way to get Jimmy's microphone some sort of electrocution capability. So next week, if he gets out of line, we can kill him live on the air, okay? That's all I wanted to say.
Now, did you show the audience the card, David?
I sure as shit did, pal.
Oh, okay, perfect. Excellent. Now, listen. Now, the number value of the card, right? There should be a number on that card. Now, I want you to spell out that number. With each letter, I want you to take from the top of the deck, place it down on your table. So if the number is 6, I want you to say S-I-X. If it's 1, O-1-E. And put them down, face down on the table in front of you. So whatever number you have, I want you to stack the deck up again. Pull them tight.
Stack them up.
Yep. Now, from the top down, I want you to place them on the table, the amount of letters in the name of the number. You understand me? Okay.
Yep. All right, I just did that.
Take the remaining cards that you're holding and place them directly on top of the cards that you just placed down.
Okay, I just did it. Let's go. I did it.
Now pick up that deck again.
Okay, picking it up.
We're going to spell out the word of because it's a number of suite, right? So now I want you to take the spell the letter of. O-F. Top 2 cards, place them face down again on the table.
All right, O-F. Got it.
O-F, face down. Now take the remaining cards, place those right on top of that deck.
Okay, got it. Done.
All right. Now, David, this is where the magic happens, my friend. Now...
You're not going to take your dick out, are you?
Not yet. But listen, your name is David,
wait, that
correct?
was a way better line than both Robert and Jimmy. Look at them. Look at them.
All right, now, David.
I'm not saying fake laughter either, but I'm just saying some kind of reaction to make me seem like I'm alive.
Sorry, Dave, there's a Skype delay.
Dave, you just said you don't want me to speak in the microphone, so I'm not reacting.
I didn't say that. I said I don't want you to give Robert a hard time, and I also said when I'm just trying to give a stupid,
But I'm not giving him a hard time. I'm trying to help him. I want him to have as many connections and stuff as he should have.
All right, fine, but look at the screen. If I'm trying to talk, just shut your goddamn lips. All right, go ahead, Roy.
Now, David, you remember the suite of your card, correct? Hearts, diamonds, club, right?
I gotta tell you, Roy, I've smoked a lot of weed, so okay, I do remember it. Yes.
Okay, all right. So now I want you to pick up that deck, and I want you to spell out the suite. For example, if it's a spade, S-P-A-D-E-S.
Okay. What if it's
so-
hearts or clubs? Do you do the S?
I do.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, we can hear you people talking. We're looking at you. You're having a private conversation on the air while we're trying to do a magic trick. Why do I fucking hate you two bastards so much?
Isn't it
Can you
suit?
let us do this goddamn trick? This shit don't happen on America's Got Talent. I don't
think
see
David
Terry
Copperfield
Crews
has to
leaning-
deal with this kind of shit.
Roy Harder, the impresario of Magicario, is trying to do one of his world-renowned tricks, and you two, what do you want me to do? Spell it out?
Spell it out and place them down on the table.
You lost me at Got Talent.
Please.
Did you spell it out, David?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now pick up that deck again. Now, here's what I want you to do, David. Because your name is David, I want you to spell out your name. D-A, do it with me.
How many? Yeah.
D-A, I, wait, how do you spell your name, David?
D-A-V-I-D.
I-D. Now take the D and look at that card, my friend. Show the audience. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow!
look at that, huh?
Yeah. Wow. That's very good.
Six of spades.
It was the 9 of spades.
Nine of
Roy,
spades.
your dyslexia kicked in for a second
Oh,
there.
okay. You know what it is? It's a Skype thing. It reverses it. But you're right, David. That is a 9. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Don't
It
forget to tip your
reverses it.
waitresses.
Yeah, but it doesn't turn it upside down. I just want that for the record. That excuse of the Skype screwed it up. All right,
There's
Listen.
a Skype delay, Dave.
Garrett, you're standing up for this son of a bitch. First of all, I'm not sure how much of a magical trick that was. It seemed like it was maybe just math. It seemed like it was simple math that you were
Well,
doing.
how does your name?
I think it was
how does
magic.
Your name? What are you talking about, David? How does your name equate with math?
right.
Now you've confused the magician.
No, you know what? He's right about that. The name thing, I guess, was a little bit tricky at the. You know what, Roy? Give yourself 2 points. 2 points for that.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy, did you like that trick?
I thought it was the best trick ever.
Shut up, Jim. Shut your mouth. The way you've acted tonight. Jimmy, you told us you had a little fucking song prepared. What's your little fucking, what's it about?
Well, I have 2 songs. I got one for our guest, and I have one about you.
Well, listen, is our guest
Well, they're
ready?
actually from your disruptions. You wanted me to do one about the wrestling side of your persona.
What? No, Kevin Knight is going to be here.
Hey,
Way
you
to
told me
ruin
to
the
do something
surprise.
about. No, you told me to do a Father Dave song. You said, Father, I'll show you the text.
No, I know that's fine. Do it after
You
Kevin.
seem to have no problem with showing other people's text on air, Dave.
I know. I don't even remember this conversation, Jimmy.
Dave, you
Oh,
look
yeah.
great, by the way. You look awesome.
I said Kevin. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
What
but
the hell's
I
going
want-
on over there, David?
I don't
Drew
know.
fell out of his seat in the booth, but he seems to be doing okay now.
Just someone ask me if our guest is ready. If he's not, I'll move on to the Shizer.
Let's
go, Shizer.
You want my song?
All right. No, not yet, you fucking son of a. Yeah, Jimmy, what are you still with that girl? By the way, that woman and her daughter. That it
He's
seemed
dead,
like
David.
I haven't seen them in a couple of months because they want me to stay in quarantine. She's very afraid of the virus. So we
This
text
was your
every
girl?
day.
Hold on, this was your girlfriend, right?
Right? Yeah.
And she's still your girlfriend.
I think so. We text every day.
She is not your girlfriend.
Really?
She's literally, yes, she's broken up with you, and you're too old and dumb to realize that, with all due respect. You were quarantining with her already. Remember
Right.
at the beginning of this shit?
10
You were
weeks.
at her house. What happened?
Well, you want to know? It was Memorial
do.
Day weekend, and I had to go back to work. Some of my clients came back, so I went back to the city. and I worked, and then she said she didn't want me to come back to the apartment.
Oh my God! What a year it's been! What a 12-month ride you're on. Because what else has happened in these past 12 months?
Well, just to remind everybody, my parents died 2 weeks apart. The good news is that I'm not from a broken family because my parents are dead.
Your parents are fucking dead, man.
The bad news is that being from a broken family used to be my thing on the show, so I'm a little confused with my identity.
No. Now you're from a dead family, okay?
And then I'm going to die soon, man.
Now, little boy Jimmy the orphan has no one to run home to because they're gone.
I have the Eastside Dave show. That's my family.
I'll tell you something else, pal.
Yeah.
That girlfriend of yours,
Yeah?
she's broken up with you. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's Kevin Knight! Kevin Knight! Kevin Knight! Kevin Knight, the master of chaos. Just to remind everyone that just when you thought it was safe to go back in Nutley, New Jersey, Kevin Knight, the master of chaos, and IWF are gonna put the boots to you.
Yeah!
Now, Kevin, it's been a long time, pal. And we've had what a crazy lockdown and quarantine experience. It's canceled not one, but two IWF shows we were extremely excited for. However, we have wonderful breaking news regarding the IWF. Uh-oh. What's happening there?
We
Can
have
Kevin hear me?
action going on here.
Oh, there he is. We can hear you
back there.
Yeah.
Kevin, we can hear you.
We
Can
got
you hear us?
wrestling class going on, Dave.
Kevin, what is the big announcement that IWF is making, which we are extremely excited to promote here on the Eastside Dave Show? This is one of the great media partnerships of all time. Eastside Dave and the Independent Wrestling Federation.
As you said, Dave, it's been a long time since I've been on the Eastside Dave Show. It's been over 7 months.
Oh,
Ruined me.
7 months. Remember, it was only supposed to be a 2-week shutdown. Remember that? 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we are 7 months later. We missed 2 IWF events, but have no fear as we have 2 big IWF events coming online only for free.
Oh,
you believe that? For free. We are going to have IWF Loud and Proud for free on the IWF website. That's campiwf.com this November. And then in December, it's going to be IWF Firepower coming to you, direct online-only event for free. And then in 2021, we'll be back live and in person in front of the fans.
Yeah!
And look at this, Kevin. You got some trainees there mixing it up. A couple of young wrestling superstars of the future there doing some stuff.
Yes, we have some guys here that are working out now, getting in shape for the upcoming IWF events that are going to be taking place very shortly. As you know, Dave, things are still restricted, so it was very difficult for the IWF to find a location to host these events. Now, there's not going to be fans there. It's just going to be the wrestlers that will be at this venue. And the only venue that we could find, a big open space with nothing going on, secret location, no fans. I'm going to reveal the location right now for the Eastside Dave and Compound Media viewers right now. That big cavernous location inside of Joe Biden's cranium.
Oh! Yeah!
Big empty space going on right there.
Hey, Kevin, let me ask you guys, are you guys going to be wearing the Mexican masks?
luchador masks?
I will not be wearing a Mexican luchador mask, but I do understand that there is a new masked wrestler from the Ukraine that will be debuting in the IWF. So
kick his ass!
He will be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
How are the U.S.-Ukraine relations these days? I know the USSR is a thing of the past, right?
You want to know the answer?
Yes, please, Jimmy.
We're doing better now that we got rid of the corrupt people that Biden was working with his son Hunter.
What is happening?
Yes.
Why is Jimmy talking about Ukrainian politics here on the Eastside Dave Show? Let's get this under control. Kevin, I need you to plug it again because your audio cut out for a second. CampIWF.com is the website. You'll be streaming 2 wrestling pay-per-view events for free. Now, what are the dates again?
Correct. It's Loud and Proud, which is our 23rd anniversary event that was supposed to be in April. So we're going to do that in November, online only. And then an event we were supposed to have in October will be in December. That's IWF Firepower for free, online only. No fans. We will kick each other's ass for your entertainment. CampIWF.com coming up in November and December. And we can't wait.
Kevin.
And I understand, Dave, I know you're trying to live your dream and you still want to be a professional wrestler, even though you're now 0-5 every time you've stepped in the ring, whether it's as a wrestler, arm wrestling participant, 18-man Royal Rumble. You're 0-5 in wrestling. If you want to take this serious, Dave, you need to come up here to Nutley, New Jersey, at the IWF training facility, and get in the ring with these guys right now and learn how to wrestle.
Oh, I would love to do that.
I think we need, maybe we could do this. Maybe coming up for IWF Loud and Proud and IWF Firepower, we can teach Dave actually how to wrestle. Dave, you have to come to grips with the fact that you have no God-given athletic ability. You have no talent to be on the radio. You have no talent to be on TV. That's why you're on the Eastside Dave Show. So we will train you from the ground up how to be a professional wrestler like these guys right here that are beating the crap out of each other in New Jersey.
I'm into it. I'm in, Kevin.
I think you should. What do you mean? No. There is no may. There is no try. There's do or do not. From the great wise philosopher Yoda.
I said I'm in. I am in, Kevin. Okay?
You are in?
I am in.
You're in up to the elbow, brother?
I am in up to the elbows. Come on.
Yes! That's what we
Kevin,
like to hear.
Before I let you go,
yes, I just want to say I really miss you, sweet bastards. I really do.
We all miss you.
Especially Jimmy. I miss Jimmy's loving touch, caress, and feel.
All right, listen. This may be technologically difficult. I say we try it out because how many minutes do you have for this segment here, Kevin?
Right now, I'm yours all night long.
Okay. I just want to do one thing because we're on a roll with
and
this new segment.
Don't mind the fact that there's a homicide taking place behind me.
Okay, listen. Yeah. We're on a roll with this segment called Interrogation. And I think we want to do our first ever interrogation with Kevin Knight, the Master of Chaos, right now. Okay?
I'm ready.
So,
is this going to be worse than a Justice Kavanaugh interrogation?
Way worse. Significantly worse. Now listen. Because we're on a technological thing, let's just be nice and simple about this. I'm going to ask Kevin a question. Kevin responds. Let's just, let's not be all fucked up and around and shit. Do we have a little bed, a small bed we can play for interrogation? Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right, Kevin.
I'm ready.
According to you, the Master of Chaos, Kevin Knight, who is the least toughest member of the Eastside Dave Show?
I would say that is Rob the intern.
Rob!
Rob's in a bad mood today.
Robert,
why is that?
Softy, baby.
He doesn't like advice.
He doesn't like advice.
He's very,
Jimmy! Kevin, question number 2. Are you uncomfortable around Jimmy?
Am I uncomfortable around Jimmy? When he's wearing a diaper, I'm very uncomfortable around Jimmy. When he's not wearing a diaper, I feel comfortable in my own skin.
Pants on. You want me?
Oh my God, he's taking his pants off live on the air. This is unbelievable.
All right, next one.
I'm highly concerned you may lose viewers if he takes his pants off.
Kevin, next one.
Yes.
Who is the best and worst wrestler you've ever faced?
The best wrestler I ever faced.
And worst.
There's so many. There's King Kong Bundy. There's Tito Santana. There's the Iron Sheik. There's Nikolai Volkov. These are some of me. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. But I would say the worst wrestler I ever faced is probably one of the guys that you've managed, and that's Southside Slugger Tony Graves, because to me, he's the worst because you manage him, and where has his career gone since you managed him? How did he fare against Tony Atlas 1 year ago in Wayne, New Jersey? How did that work out for you?
We're going to rebound. Kevin, Tony Graves and I are working on a comeback story. It's going to be greater than Rocky, okay? Just relax.
I'm ready.
Kevin, is there any wrestler, alive or dead, any wrestler in the world that Father David could beat?
Is there any wrestler alive or dead in the world that Father David could beat? Oh, dead also. Dead. Any wrestler dead that you could beat? Let's see. Well, Bruno Sammartino's dead, but you couldn't beat him. Killer Kowalski's dead. You couldn't beat him either. Rowdy Roddy Piper's dead. No, you'd lose to him. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. No, he'd still hit the Superfly splash on you from the grave. Let's see. Fabulous Moolah. She's dead. No, that's an L for Eastside Dave. Mae Young, no, another L. Who could you be? You lost to Gilbert.
Okay. Next question.
Coincidentally, Gilbert's first win in his 30-year wrestling career was against you. So what does that tell you?
Next question.
Okay.
Next question. Why has the organist not done more for Father David's career?
Wow, that's a great question, and I think the best way to answer that is tonight's Roy's last night. That's it. He's done nothing.
Kevin, any interest in seeing Jimmy do a little dance? Jimmy, please show Kevin your little dance.
Does it involve a Speedo? I like that Jimmy's wearing a Master of Chaos Kevin Knight t-shirt in the studio.
Do a dance, Jim, like a Twin Peaks dance, like you're trying to seduce him at the coffee shop. There you go. Now speak backwards, Jimmy, like the little midget in Twin Peaks.
The scary thing now about Jimmy is that he looks like every person now walking the streets of that hellhole called New York City. We have
Marty.
Oh my God, this is getting scarier and scarier by the second. Kevin, who would win in a cage match? Big A versus Bobo? Second match, Flutesy versus Andrea.
I think that in the cage match, I would take Bobo in the cage match against Big Andrew. I'm going with the upset there. Wow. And as far as Flutesy against who?
Andrea, Naval Commander Andrea.
Oh, Andrea. She has military service.
That's right.
Andrea. Yeah.
And by the way, final question, Kevin.
The only service that Flutesy has is servicing military men.
Final question, Kevin. Do you think Jimmy smells his own shit in the toilet up close after he's dropped it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he grabs his own feces in his hand and takes a big sniff. Yeah.
I think he does either that or he gets on his hands and knees and just puts his head right over the toilet bowl like it's a fish tank and admires his own shit like it's a big goldfish.
That might be the most disturbing thing that I've ever heard.
Kevin Knight, the master of chaos.
We have another homicide taking place here. We have another homicide.
So listen. That's it for Kevin Knight, the Master of Chaos. Kevin, we will get back with you. We're going to promote it. Make sure people are watching campiwf.com. The pay-per-views will be in November and December. They'll be for free online. It's going to be a fucking awesome experience. campiwf.com.
Hey, Dave,
Always interrupt me when I'm plugging, you piece of shit. That's why Kevin hates you so much.
Dave, I wrote a song for Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, before you go, Jimmy wrote a song for you.
I'm here, I'm listening.
Make this quick, you son of a bitch.
When you think of Jersey, some might say Bruce or Bon Jovi or Tom Edison. But the light of Jersey that will always jettison into my heart is Kevin Knight. He's out of sight. He has lots of might. And I am right.
True.
He brings order to chaos, and that's a tester. It's why he is the master of chaos.
That's Jimmy, when the explosions happen, dead people can't sing, pal. All right, Kevin Knight, the Master of Chaos. God bless you. And God bless IWF forever. Thank you, Kevin. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for having me on.
Bye, Kevin.
Kevin Knight.
All right.
Kevin, I love you, brother.
I love you. Thank you, Roy. Jimmy, you're the best.
All right.
Seek
Thank
professional
you,
help.
Jimmy, you embarrassed us because sometimes the songs are great. That one was awful.
No, it wasn't a good song.
It wasn't good. Something happened. You were embarrassing all of us.
Thanks for that comedy advice, though.
It wasn't comedy advice. It was teaching you how to be normal and not be an asshole in front of people that are trying to put you on stage.
Boom, boom. Oh, boom. Oh, boom. He got you, though, Jim. He got you. Whoa.
What? I love people.
He roasted you. I don't know about these roast battles that the New York comedians do, but that felt like a roast battle, and he just beat your ass. Okay? Now, if you want to have a roast battle and go back at Robert, feel free. Look at him and say something right now. Let's go, tough guy.
Okay, you ready?
Let's go. Roast battle his ass.
Robert, I love you even though you're not perfect.
See? He can't do it, Roy. You see how weak he is? He can't roast battle.
That wasn't very sharp.
You know? Here would be my roast battle. I would be the worst roast battle comedian of all time. You know why? I would take it extremely personally, very, very quickly, and my very first rebuttal would be, I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. And there would be no joke. And then Robert's only laughing because he knows it's true. I'd be like, oh, really? Fuck you, asshole. Like, there would be no setup, no punchline, no quip. I would just be saying, "Fuck you, asshole." Let's step outside. I wouldn't
Can I try again? Can I try again?
Quickly. I got two shizers and an announcement, and then we gotta get out of here.
Frig you, Robert. You hurt my feelings.
Stop it. That was terrible. That was just as bad. That was worse, actually, than the roast battle attempt before. Now listen, the announcement that I was gonna do before Jimmy so rudely interrupted us is next week, our favorite couple of all time. They are just as much a part of the East Side Dave Show fabric as anybody else. Ari and Gabriella. You would know them, yes. You would know them from the East Side Dave Show Star Wars Spectacular as Gabriella was Aunt Beru. Ari was various Imperial characters and just miscellaneous Star Wars characters was Ari. And they also have appeared on the show many, many a time. Well, guess what? Their wedding was canceled due to COVID. So guess what? They're getting married virtually next Tuesday live on the East Side Dave Show.
Yeah.
Whoa! Bravo, David, making it happen.
We already have a maid of honor who is, a Puerto Rican hussy who enjoys, some of her hobbies include letting strange men inhale cocaine off her breasts.
City bumps. Diddy bumps.
And
bumps. I don't want to say
for,
that.
And then for Ari's best man, it was thought maybe Jimmy would be that spot. I'm going to try and have Jimmy fired and removed and get Big A in that position because after Jimmy's embarrassing performance tonight. But Jimmy, you are certainly still allowed to go to the wedding, and there I will commission you for a love song dedicated to Ari and Gabriella. Maybe you should start working on that with Roy immediately.
Yes, I'll do that. I have a song about you, Dave, too, about Father Dave.
All right. Briefly, please, Jim. I got 2 shizers, and I got to get out of here.
I think Big A sent a video, too.
Big A sent a video. Well, I can do it next
And
week.
Flutesy.
If Big A sent...
What? Hold on. Shut up, Jimmy. Flutesy and Big A. We love them.
Right. We do.
Yeah.
Well, let's play their videos.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't want to...
Whoever goes first is whoever goes first.
I'll sing my song last.
1, 2, 3.
All right, pause. No. I didn't say blow up. I just said pause because Flutesy went to Dallas, Texas, as we said last week. Did anyone instantly check that she has the song "Sweet Home Alabama"? Not understanding that Dallas is in the state of Texas, not Alabama. There's like 8 million Texas fucking songs, and she went with a song. This is why I hate them so much, Roy. You know this is why I hate them. All right, unpause. I don't know how much of Flutesy now.
That's nice. Look at the clouds.
Wait, tell me your name. Murtis. What is it? Murtis. I'm Louisa. Okay. It was such a pleasure to meet you at Texas! Journey! You are Canada girl! We're in Texas!
All right, blow it. Please.
Wait, you didn't want to see if she got to the actual chorus of Sweet Home Alabama?
So her video is just her bothering an Uber driver to keep her fucking eyes on the road. How rude was Flutesy? She's sticking the fucking phone in that woman's face. The woman says hi, and as soon as the woman does, Flutsy's like, okay, sweetheart, eyes on the road. Did anyone else capture? Notice that?
Yeah, he did.
It's very rude, Jim.
Yes, I think so. What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do it.
Jimmy, maybe you should give her some video advice.
I will give a video. Just be nice. It's the same advice I do to you. Make connections. Same advice I'm giving out. Make connections.
Wait a second, Jimmy.
Look, wait.
We're not going to go past that.
Hey, listen.
What were those words you were trying to say? I just heard. You turned into Barney from The Simpsons right there. It was like, Robert,
I do.
all the things that I do for you.
No, it's...
Jimmy, just relax. Don't take it personally. Minus 5,000 points, Jim.
I feel better now. Now I feel better.
Andrew Gold. Everyone loves him. He has a video. Maybe some of these shizers will have to wait next week, Roy. I apologize.
It's okay, David.
Welcome, the master of chaos.
Oh, this is for Kevin Knight. Okay.
You don't want to go up against the big A man.
Ooh.
I will pound your puny body into the ground and make you mince bobo meat out of you. You will.
He's doing a wrestling promo, is I think what he's doing here.
On Bobo.
You were born, Bobo. I will punch you so hard. You will be seeing stars for hours. And I will make you my bitch. How do you like them apples, Bobo? Fuck you, Bobo. Big A is out.
First of all, no, wait a second. Why is it that when Big A writes his own stuff, he doesn't stutter on the ST word? Did anyone notice this? Is this like how they say Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind? Like, I write an ST word, and Andrew is doing stuff for like 37 minutes. He writes his own goddamn wrestling promo, and he said stuff within 2 seconds. What was that all about, Roy?
I don't know. He breathed right through it, baby. Breathed right through it.
That was impressive.
No, go ahead.
Maybe he just really hates Bobo. Like the rage gets past his stutter.
He does. He asks me every week. He says, Davey Mack, what do we got planned for today? I usually say, Andrew, it's up to you, buddy. You just do your thing every once in a while. Hey, you want me to write you something? Blah, blah, blah. But this week he said, well, with Kevin Knight appearing on the show, I do a wrestling promo and blah, blah, blah. And I said, Andrew, not only can you, that would be tremendous because that is hardcore. And if you need to take lessons from Andrew, see how Andrew puts all that hatred in his heart? That's what you needed to do to Robert earlier. But you choked like the dog that you are. Well, the homeless dog that you are.
I still love you, Dave.
Listen, Fleabag. Next time you have a comedy roast battle, you go after Robert's jugular. Like, here's my comedy roast battle on Robert. I'd be like, hey, Robert, shut the fuck up, man. All right? See? You see how much he liked it?
Can I try?
No. Go ahead, Robert. You can do a quick little line at my expense. I won't get mad. It's a comedy roast battle. We're going to keep this fun. We're professionals. Jimmy, shut up.
I used to be from a broken family.
Robert?
I can't think of anything bad about you to make fun of, Dave. I apologize.
Hey, listen, it's a comedy roast battle. Shut the fuck up, Robert. See? Roy laughed.
Dave,
it's great.
Dave, did you really have to do that? Makes me uncomfortable. Let me try on Robert again one more time, okay?
Okay, one more time.
Robert, you probably have a good dick for a fat guy. Sorry, Robert.
Yeah, Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jimmy. Well, at least I'm not so repulsive that my whole family died to get away from me.
Oh, he's a pro. You gave him comedy advice? Here, Jimmy, use one of my retorts. Ready? Just go like this. Fuck you, Robert. Like that. That's a Davey Mack retort on a comedy roast battle. Try it. Try it out. Try it. Like, shut up, Robert. That's one of mine. Go.
Shut up, Robert!
Like that came across more like Harding in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. When he's getting pestered to play the game, by Christopher Lloyd. That's what that came across like, Jimmy. Sort of a mental type of situation there.
Hey, Dave, did you know they're doing a TV series on Netflix about Nurse Ratched?
I did. So that will end the Eastside Dave show. And I want to thank Roy Harder for just being fantastic. That was one of the greatest magic tricks. My mind is still blown by that, Roy. I have no idea how you got that. Robert, the newly hired producer for Compound Media, I have to thank Drew and Garrett, as always. I absolutely have to thank Kevin Knight, the Master of Chaos. Please make sure you attend campiwf.com. I suppose I'll thank Jimmy for something. And Flutesy and Andrew and everyone else, don't forget next Tuesday, the huge wedding of Ari and Gabriella live on the Eastside Dave Show. Roy, take us out, baby.
Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Ain't got the blues, ain't got time for bad news. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. There's a whole lot of trouble out in this world. Yes, a whole lot of worry, whole lot of worry. Now that I had you come into my life, there's a whole lot of reason to sing. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Ain't got the blues in a way. We're gonna lose. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. Yeah, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
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 See you next Tuesday, baby.
I love you, Dave.
Who took all the beer in here? Who did it? You alcoholic? All right, I'll have one with you.